Gosh, this is so fun to like dip into products that I used to love and still be impressed by them, you know? Oh, I'm so excited about the lip product that I found. I'm sure a lot of you could probably guess. I am so excited for this part. I thought of this like almost immediately. Guys, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to sit down and play with some throwback drugstore makeup. I actually saw Kathleen Lights do something similar recently where she like revisited old viral makeup or YouTube viral makeup, a lot of which was drugstore. I kind of wanted to do a video like this, and then my husband actually came up with this idea, so I was so excited after he told me. He was like, you know what? Because I was originally planning on doing a full face of nothing new, which I think I'll do in the next couple of weeks anyway, but he was like, what if you just went back to your old drugstore favorites? And I knew immediately what products I wanted to use. I'm so excited to put some of these things back on my face. So let's just get started. I'm gonna do my complexion first. I found this primer and I thought it would be so fun to reuse. This is the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion in the shade Fair Glow. This is quite the throwback. I haven't used this in forever. I hope it's still good. I don't really know. I'm gonna take this on the back of my hand and I'm gonna start to apply this on the high points of the face first. And then I'm gonna take the rest and distribute it across the rest of my face. And this is just gonna create like that really beautiful lit from within canvas. For foundation, for me personally, one of the very first foundations I ever used on my channel, actually I think it was the first foundation I used on my channel, is the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Liquid Makeup. I had to shake this up quite a bit. I haven't used it in a while, but this is such an amazing product. I really love it. I have the shade Nude 40, which could be a little deep for me right now, but this is the best as far as undertone goes for me, so I'm gonna use it anyway. I'm gonna take this on my little e.l.f. brush and I'm gonna start to blend this out all over the skin. This is a tried and true foundation for me. Okay, the shade isn't too bad. It's definitely a little deep for me right now, but I think I can make it work with like my concealer and stuff. Going through these products made me think about how many amazing things are still at the drugstore, or maybe they're not as amazing as I remember, you know? And so I wanted to really do a full face with some of those things, just to kind of refresh my memory on a few of these old classic drugstore products. You know what would be so fun, you guys? If you want, I'm sure you're already thinking, but you should think about some old throwback products that you used to love and let us know in the comments what those are. And then maybe if you've tried them again recently, let us know if they're still good, or maybe there's something that you used to love that is not so good to you anymore, or maybe there's something that's not even considered a throwback because you're still using it. I would love to know what products you guys are thinking of as far as all those things. So, whoa, as I drop my sponge. So let me know in the comments. All right. For concealer, I, of course, you know, this is actually something I've continued to use. It's the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I'm going to take the shade Ivory, and I'm going to apply this underneath the eyes and also down the center of the face. And then I'm just going to blend this out with a sponge. This is one of the products that I feel like has really stuck into a lot of our routines for years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me know if you're like me and you haven't really stopped using this concealer. It's been around for years, but it's really stood the test of time, I feel like. It's just such a good classic concealer. It works on so many different skin types, and yeah, I just feel like you can't really go wrong with this. Okay, so for powder, I was actually reminded of this powder when I did the video talking about the top 10 powders according to you. This was one of the top 10. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked down below, but the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I'm gonna take the shade 05 Fair, and I am just gonna take this on a smaller brush first. I'm gonna use this to set the under eye. It has been forever since I've used this powder. These powders have quite a bit of coverage, so I'm trying not to go too overboard, but if I do, oh well, it is what it is. Wow, it really does make the skin look super airbrushed, and that extra coverage really helps brighten up the under eye. I like how that looks a lot. I'm gonna take some of that powder and just kind of cancel out any discoloration on the eyelid. I'm gonna use this color in the T-zone, and then I actually do have a slightly deeper shade the shade Fair Light, which is number 10. It's a little more on the yellow tone side, but I think it'll be all right still for my cheek area. So I'm going to take this color and just set the outside of the face. In that powder video, I don't want to spoil it too much, but I mean, while we're here, while I'm using it, a few of you said you use this on its own as like a powder foundation. I still have yet to try it like that, but I can kind of see why, because there is quite a bit of coverage to these, which I really like. Okay, wow, these are layering on top of each other so nicely. I'm really loving how my complexion is looking right now. I'm gonna take my sponge and just press the powder down into the skin just to make sure it looks as natural as possible. All right, for bronzer, of course, I had to reuse, I feel like this is something else that has really just stayed in my routine, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. They have since redone the packaging. I just haven't picked up the new packaging yet because I still have so much product in this one, so maybe I should. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this to the cheeks. This is a tried and true bronzer. I feel like this is something that also has been standing the test of time, and I know so many people who still enjoy this bronzer, and wow, as I'm applying it, I'm being reminded of why. Gosh, this is so fun to like dip into products that I used to love and still be impressed by them, you know? Just blending that along the jawline and down the neck. I am wanting to take my powder brush and just kind of blend things out a little bit. When it comes to brows, I actually don't really have a drugstore throwback brow pencil that I was like obsessed with. So I'm just gonna quickly fill my brows with my Benefit brow pencil. And then we will move on to eyeshadow, which I'm really excited about the palette that I chose to use. So the brows are on. For eyeshadow, so I know this is no longer available, but when I was thinking about a throwback palette that I feel like so many of us loved, it was this one, and I really wanted to use it again because I feel like so many people might still have it, even though, you know, it hasn't been around for a while. I still have it. It's the So Jaded palette from Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. I mean, this is something that we all loved so thoroughly. I definitely loved mine so much as well. So let's create a fun look with this. I'm gonna take Rose Quartz and I'm going to apply that in the crease as my transition shade to start. Let me know if you guys still have this palette or if I'm just a makeup hoarder and I keep things for longer than I should. I feel like there's gotta be people who still have this and still use it, but let me know in the comments. I'm gonna take that same color and just go underneath the lower lash line. I'm pinching the brush. You know what other palette I loved from Kathleen was the Dream Street? That was incredible. Like her whole campaign around that still inspires me to this day. It's so beautiful. I loved all those colors as well. Wow, this color is really, really beautiful and nice. It blends out so well. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what direction I want to go with this. Let's dip into Ametrine, which is a little bit of a deeper mauve. It does have some shimmer in it, but I'm going to use it as I would a matte color, just on this outer edge right here. And then I'm going to kind of blend that into the crease a little as well. All right, I'm just going to pinch the brush and apply that same color to the outer third of that lower lash line. Oh, my timer's going off. I'm making dinner right now. I'm making a classic pot roast, which I've never really done before, but I'm thrilled about it. I've been in such a cooking mood these days. I don't know if it's the rainy weather or just fall in general, but I have been loving it, so I'm so excited to eat that after this video. Okay, we are going to go into Fluorite, which is this really fun kind of purple shade. And then I had a thought. I saw one of these colors and I had a little bit of a idea. So I'm gonna put this all over the lid, just using my fingertips. Okay, here comes my crazy idea. I saw this turquoise color and I was like, how cool would that look as an eyeliner? So I'm gonna take a angled brush and I'm gonna take the setting spray that I'm gonna use, which I'll mention later. I'm just gonna spray the brush with that. And then I'm gonna create like a little turquoise eyeliner. I don't know, it sounded cool to me. We'll see if it works. It sure seems to be working well. Wow, actually really well. I'm gonna kind of wing it out a little bit. I'm not the best at winged liner. And I'm gonna take it all the way into the inner corner. There we go, what do you think? I actually really like that. Let's do the same thing on the other eye. I did get some turquoise on my nose, whoops. trying to sweep it off gently, but it did kind of stain my nose a little bit. But I love how that looks. Okay, I really want to dip into Diamond, which is the Super Shock shadow color in this palette. It is such a beautiful iridescent copper. So I'm going to take that on my finger and just apply that on like the inner portion of the lid. And I'm going to stop about halfway across the eyelid, but I just want a little bit of extra sparkle on the eyes. Same thing on this eye. All right, we're gonna move into mascara now. For me, one of my most major throwbacks, which I actually just recently used again in a video, it's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is something that I've loved for so long, basically since it launched, I'm pretty sure, which has been a few years now. I'm just gonna apply this to the top and bottom lashes. I love this because it really gives my lashes a lot of volume, which I love, so I'm just gonna really build this up until I get the volume that I'm looking for. All right, so now that we have mascara on, I of course have to use my Essence Pure Nude Highlight. This is something that has stuck in my routine for ages now. I love it so much. I'm gonna take this and start to apply it on the high points of the face. This whole routine is just taking me back. I can't tell you how many times I used that eyeshadow palette and that mascara and this highlight together. You know, like this is really fun for me. And the bronzer, like these are all so nostalgic and just classics for me. All right, we're gonna move to blush. This is one of my all-time favorite blushes, Neutrogena Vibrant 20. It's so well loved that the lid is falling off. I'm gonna take this on a blush brush and smile and apply it to the apples of the cheeks. It's a very bright pink blush, but I've always been a blush person and I don't mind a nice pop of color on the cheeks. So I couldn't think of a like proper lip liner that I used. I don't really think I had a drugstore lip liner that I loved. So this is like the only thing that I couldn't think of a throwback for myself anyway. So I'm just gonna use one that I'm loving right now, which you guys know, I love this, the NYX Nude Beige. I'm gonna line and fill in the lips with this, and then, oh, I'm so excited about the lip product that I found. I'm sure a lot of you could probably guess. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might know what I'm gonna use. Okay, I am so excited for this part. I thought of this like almost immediately. Guys, the L'Oreal Color Riche Glossy Fawn Lipstick. This lipstick, it's perfection. I haven't used it in forever. I probably should go get a new one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I just love this color. I'm gonna use my finger to kind of tap that in. Yes, oh my gosh. Such a lovely formula at the drugstore, you guys. If you've never tried these, you have to. I don't know why I ever stopped using them. They're so beautiful. All right, we are going to assess the situation. I need my bronzer brush. I'm just gonna add a little more just with what's left on the brush. Oh, I love my makeup right now. I can't believe it's all because of like those old products. Before I forget, I'm gonna take my pinky and just dip into my Pure Nude highlight. Pop that in the inner corner. And then I think I like where everything else is at. So we're gonna take a throwback, the Milani Make It Last setting spray. And let's go ahead and spritz the whole face. Oh, even the smell of that takes me back. Okay, once this is almost dry, I'm gonna take my sponge and just press that into the skin. Okay, I'm loving how my complexion looks right now. Oh, it wouldn't be a video of mine if I didn't use this product, and I think this is one of the throwback products that has never, ever, ever left and will never leave. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. You guys know I love to take this and just kind of press it into the T-zone after setting spray to really make sure the oils stay controlled. And for brows, I'm just gonna use my classic brow gel. I didn't discover my favorite brow products from the drugstore until pretty recently, so we're just gonna use this. All right, you guys, I feel so pretty in this look. I can't believe how good it looks either. It makes me wonder if I've just been missing out on so many like older products just because you know how it is. There's something new launching every single day, and so sometimes it's hard for me to remember to dig into old products, but that's why I love my series, Full Face of Nothing New. This took it a step deeper, I feel like, and really helped me remind myself of some of the things that already exist at the drugstore that I loved and that I should still love. I really love how my makeup turned out, you guys, and it was so fun to dip into some of these products. I would love to know if you guys had fun watching this video. Let me know if you've tried all these products. Are these all throwbacks for you as well? How are you still using some of these products? Leave a comment down below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber, you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. I'm sure I could find other throwbacks. I would love to know what you thought of this video, so tell me in the comments. But I hope you guys have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Bye!